Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Hope you're enjoying the weekend. So today we're gonna do something different. Today we will review SPX. I got chance to spend some time to do a cycle analysis on S&P 500. So I'm sharing that with you. And if you like it, please hit the like button and share with your friends and family. I would appreciate if you can help me expand my channel. All right, so this is daily chart of S&P 500 SPX, and I had some time to go through cycle analysis, and I will tell you bigger picture. So why don't we start with the weekly analysis, and I want to show you these cycles which I made it. I had some time. So anyhow, you can see where we are right now. We are in this rising phase. Now there are two cycles here. One is light blue and one is dark blue dotted line. The reason I have two cycles because the cycles are shifting a bit. Okay, so I had to make some adjustments. The primary cycle was the blue one, but now it's changing, so I have to make adjustments based on dotted cycles. So we have to take into account both cycles. So you can see how nicely this is S&P 500 weekly chart. You can see we had a this dip here, and this was around early January, right? 8th of January. So we had this dip here, and it was then bounced, and this dip was here, basically coming along nicely in sync with this cycle here, these two cycles here. Now you can see this dip here on October 23rd. Also you can see was nicely in this bigger picture light blue cycle coming here, and again we had this dip here. Again, this was around 14th of August 2023. Same scenario here, dip here, dip here. You can keep going back, but let's go back to weekly right now. So I think so we are about to top out, and this period of risk is coming very, very soon. The period of risk is between 25th of March to 1st of April. Okay, so this is where these two cycles are coming to the downside, and I think we'll get this is going to form a topping process, and then we will go to the support line right here. Now, how did I go here? You can draw a Fibonacci from low to the high. You can do a Fib retracement here, and then that's how I got this. So anywhere between 0.382 to 0.618 is where I'm looking for this box to find support here, price action to find support. So this is where I got this box. We can delete it for now. So from where we are right now to the top to the bottom, I'm thinking it's going to be around 4.17% down, 4816, and top of the channel is around 2.5%. So anywhere here we should be getting a um, I would say correction because 5% is usually correction. So let's see how bad it is. But that's the scenario. So I'm looking for this topping process to form. It's not going to be straight. You can see now we are getting this daily cycle here, but that's not working out quickly like in our favor. Like we had daily cycle. This is daily chart. You can see we had a dip here. Cycle predicted that. Then we had another dip. So I had to draw another cycle here. And this dip was also out of sync. So looks like cycles are shortening. So now we are in the window of getting a minor dip, but looks like this is not happening here. But before it all worked out fine in the past here, you can see nicely it worked out. So let's see if we do get just remember this red dotted line is weekly cycle. So in the short term, we could get small dip and then we can still bounce. So basically what I'm looking for to draw an arrow like short term, it is possible we can get like a small dip, right? And then we're gonna go up again, and then we're gonna go lower. All right. So this is based on this cycle here. Like focus on these. Let me maybe mark it with a different color here so you guys can maybe visualize this a bit better. So this is on yellow cycle. This one is based on yellow cycle. So I'm gonna make it yellow. So okay, so if you follow yellow cycles, you can see we are expecting a dip, and then we're gonna have a bounce based on this cycle high, a bounce here, and then we're gonna have again a dip based on these three cycles here. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. All right, and then this bigger cycle, let me mark it with the light blue so we know what we are checking. So this little the bigger cycle weekly is focused on this light blue color. Okay, so by end of March, April, I'm expecting a dip, and this is a support line here. All right, so hopefully this was helpful. So hit the like button if you like it. All right, and if I go to SPY, same thing here. If I go to weekly lines here, so let's try a Fibonacci retracement on weekly from here, the bottom here to the top where we are right now. So on SPX, the box I can draw. Let me draw a box here. Let me get the right tool. It should be here, I think. There you go. So 0.382 is here to 0.518. This is the box. All right, and this is where 482 is coming. So quite possible we're going to go there and find some support. Okay, so I'm just going to draw this box for now, and then we'll analyze SPX to make some more adjustment. For now, we're just going to make it on to the left side. So this is what I'm looking for, SPX to find support SPY. So you can see what's happening on a daily chart. It is going on a bearish rising wedge. Can I adjust it like this? No, maybe not. So okay, anyhow, so SPY is going higher and it's breaking out. Okay. Oh, actually, let me go to the other chart to show you better because this chart is better to analyze this. Here you go. Go to SPY here. So you can see SPY. So SPY is basically trying to go higher, and but you can see there is divergence on three indicator. Okay, this is RSI. This is also showing divergence here. So let me draw an arrow here. You can see on a short time frame we are very oversold, which means we have light green signal, which is light green background, which is very oversold, and RSI is very oversold. PPO is also very oversold. We are going higher on lower momentum. So if we get a dip, I think this green line is where we should be looking to. This green box is where we should be looking to find some support. So let me mark it, link it to the left side so we can monitor it. Okay, so all remember all these green lines will be filled. I don't know when, but right now sky's the limit. So, but I think short term it's good to have some correction or a little bit of dip to go higher. That's going to be healthier for this rally to also go higher. All right. And triple Qs, which is Nasdaq. Let me go to triple Q ETF. Here you go. And same thing here, we are just going higher, another break gap up, and we're above all moving averages. So again, if I go to weekly channels here, and let me actually hide this EMA line for a bit to make adjustments here. So on a weekly basis, even if we do get a dip, so we can draw Fibonacci retrace. Oops, sorry, I got the wrong tool. So if we draw Fibonacci retracements here from here to high, so we could get a nice support somewhere. Let me get a rectangle here. So let me find it, point 382 to point 618. This is the box here, all right. And let's delete this. So this is the box of support, and we can extend it to the left side so we know. And let's go back to daily. All right, so it's still quite far here. So let me bring it here. So okay, so this is where we are looking for triple Qs to find support. Okay, so just remember there are some green lines here which are gaps to fill. Actually, this support area here 413.61. Actually, I'm going to make it a different color. That could be also a good entry, good target to find support. This is also a gap up here. So 413.61 is where I'm looking for triple Qs to find support. All right, so that covers triple Q. Let's quickly go through Bitcoin BTC. Now Bitcoin is going higher. Now the reason it was going higher, I was telling you on ETH, there was a gap here. If I go to 1 hour chart, it had to be filled. I showed you here, this gap here, they filled it. So in order to fill that gap, Bitcoin had to go higher and there was no other way out. All right, so that's what happened. And we can delete this gap and this is filled on Ethereum. Now Bitcoin is still did not make a new high. Let's go to live market and see. Still did not make a new high. But you can see I'm getting this downward arrow, which is basically take profit. You can see here also we got it. So I think it's good time to take profit if you're on Bitcoin right now. Also, even if it makes a new high, it's going to be a big divergence. Okay, so it's going to be a lower high on PPO and a lower high on RSI. So you can see PPO should be making a lower high, RSI should also be making a lower high. So same thing here. So even if it makes a new high, it's going to be on divergent high. So again, I think it's let me bring moving averages here just to make a review here. So even if Bitcoin dips, it should find support on these one of these moving averages. They are 50 EMA, 10 EMA, 50 SMA, and 20 EMA. Okay, so this does look like an inverse head and shoulder, but it's going higher on a lower momentum on PPO and RSI. And one other thing is, if we do get a dip, you can also draw a trend line here, something like this. Look for it to find support on this trend line. All right. Just remember, because it's going higher with all these gaps to the filter downside, you should not be too bullish here. Okay. This is near all new highs this year. Just be careful here. All right. Okay, now that's covered Bitcoin. Dow Jones also, you can see gap up looking for lower prices here. IWM also gap up. I think it should come down to fill this gap. VIX are making low, higher high, higher lows, green, and you can see this is inversely correlated to S&P 500. It's a bit interesting because VIX also is green, SPY also closed green on Friday, so very interesting. But it's this trend line is acting as a support. So if VIX bounces, that's gonna be bearish for stock market. So it's right on support. So we will know as soon as Monday what happens. Either VIX breaks down or VIX bounces from here, and that's gonna be bearish for S&P 500. All right, crude oil also nicely bouncing on the support line, so nothing changes. Nice bounces here. CNQ, biggest oil miner, just holding here. I think there's a big support here. You can see this whole area is a big support, if you can follow my cursor. So it's just ready to bounce from here. This is the gap of 66.9 is my target. Tesla. Now Tesla, I released a short video you can watch. You can see PPO cross, green line is above red line, first pull signal. Again, I got a green dot here, second buy signal. You can see arrow here, third buy signal, and fourth here. So all these are saying, giving me buy signals. And I think Tesla can first target is this gap fill earnings gap, which is around 7%. And I think it can still go higher to backtest this trend line. It can still go around 28% to backtest this trend line, which is acting as a resistance. Tesla is in a bear market since 2021, so resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. So it's just going towards that. So I think it can still go here to touch this resistance. All right. Gold is holding nicely just in the middle. I think it's doing a wedge. So if you want to draw a wedge, something like this. All right. And something like this. So it's about to, it has to make a decision. It has to make which way it's gonna go, right? We'll know as soon as, maybe, let's see, maybe it will go all the way up wedge and then go down. We don't know. Let's see. Silver also nicely holding the support here. Came very close to support and bounce. So let's see what silver does. It's right in the middle. Now, natural gas, I had some time on the weekend to review. So my target is here, around here, 1.454. So I think it's going to bottom probably by mid-February, and it can still go from here, worst case around 21%. All right, so that's my target. I don't want to scare you, but I think that's where it could bottom. Like if I go to monthly chart, you can see nice support in this line. All right, nice, nice, nice support, and then the reason, there's a gap there. Okay, so I'm not going to go back all the way back. There's a gap, big gap here around 1.454, and that's where I'm thinking it's going to fill this gap, and that's when I will be looking to buy natural gas. And on NG it's 1.49. Okay, so I'm looking for around 20% down from here, and I'll be only looking to buy at that time. That's my own personal analysis. Dollar index, US dollar, inverse head and shoulder, broke out. It was flagging, broke out. Again, making another flag. A little bit of resistance, but if it breaks out, then there's going to be another resistance here. So if you want to draw a box of a resistance, we can draw something like this. Okay, so this is like a next resistance here for a dollar. And let's see here, this box here. All right, this is the area for next. So support here, resistance here. All right, already covered Bitcoin. Apple, right in the middle of nowhere. Let me bring in moving averages to see how things are. So Apple is what happened on Friday, closed 0.28%. So right now, right stuck in between this red line, which is 50 SMA, and then green line, which is 10 moving average. So right in the middle, finding resistance on this white line also, which is 20 moving average. So it has to make a decision here. Either it breaks down to find support on this 200 SMA, which is around 183, or it breaks out, and then it's going to go to this next resistance level, which is somewhere here. Okay, this whole area is next resistance. So it's going to either break down, find support here, or it's going to break out to find resistance there. So let me make this here. All right, let's keep moving. Let's go to commodities. Copper, very bearish, below all the trend line, Actually, I'm going to delete this because this trend line doesn't matter anymore. So now it's going towards this next major support. I think it's going to be somewhere here, and that's where you should be looking to buy copper. Soybeans also near massive support area here, right in the support zone. Sugar flagging, so going towards next resistance, so nice flag here. Wheat is also in the middle consolidating. No, just massive chop here, okay? Wait for it to close above this blue line, which is 200 SMA, which is coming closer and closer. The day it breaks, this acts as a resistance for a while. The day it breaks, that's going to be bullish. Corn also new low with the higher momentum. You have to wait for it to close above this white line, okay? That's acting as a big resistance right now. Newmont mine, new low. I This looks a little bit of divergence on RSI, but PPO has no divergence, so it could go a little bit lower. Gold miners, if I hide this line, let's see. Let's try to draw a trend line. If we can draw some kind of a trend line, let's see. Like if you draw a trend line like here, oh, right there actually right now. Let me refine this. So gold miners is, let me go to actually weekly. Uh, so how about this trend line? And if I go here, this is weekly trend line, all right. Let me maybe refine it a bit. Something like this. I should have done it before this recording, but anyhow. And then if I go to daily, there's another trend line. So there are two potential trend lines where it is right now. Potential support. Okay, that's, oh, actually it's breaking down right now too. So actually it is breaking down right now. Even if I draw a trend line, that doesn't make, okay, maybe like this. So I'm just trying to force it. So if it bounces from here, I'm just trying to force a trend line for the sake of it, but there you go. All right, so if it bounces, it has to bounce right from here. But if it does not bounce here, then I think it's going down to this lower trend line, which I just drew. So let me bring in these moving averages. Here you go, right? So I think it might want to go to around here, 24 bucks, all right? So just keep that in mind. That's a bigger trend line of support on gold miners. Netflix, uh, very high, new highs with divergence. No divergence on RSI, PP also no divergence, but this short chart is showing a little bit divergence. RSI, little bit divergence, but you can see light green line. I don't want to buy that green line. I want to buy when it's red. Okay, I want to buy on red, dark red, like Tesla. This is where I want to buy when it's red. When it's red. Okay, Tesla was red here, so this is where you want to buy. Just an example. Okay, so all these tech stocks are not even worth analyzing because they're all green. They're just going exponentials with so many gaps. Microsoft, Meta, Google. I don't even know. Google is I think a little bit better because it has this trend line, so it's holding it. So I think it's going for this gap fill on 152. But other than that, everything is light. You can see light green background, snowflakes, NVDA, very like oversold. I don't want to buy any of these stocks, so I'm just showing you for the sake of it. AMD is also a little bit okay. Like things like Shopify also you can see keep going higher on massive divergence. I think earnings going to be very bearish. When is earnings? Tuesday. I think it's going to have a big dump on Tuesday, in my opinion. Boeing is also good stock. New lows. Some divergences are developing. Just remember, Boeing has a huge potential from here. Potential of 24% upside. So do what's best for you. Starbucks already bounced. So UPS also has a couple of gaps. Huge potential possible. You can see bear market. Um, New lows here, no divergence yet. So, but just remember there are a couple of gaps from here. That's quite possible to fill. And I think Alibaba is also pretty interesting. If I go to Baba, here you go. Let me go to 1 hour chart and let me hide these moving averages. And you can see Baba, if I go to daily chart, so it's this was a resistance, broke out, back tested, broke out, back testing again. And now there is a gap here. Remember 68.72, so it could come back, fill this gap. But if not, then it's finding support on this trend line. Let's see what happens. And if I bring in moving averages on BABA, it's below all moving averages. So which is bearish. So it's finding resistance on this white line. Try to close above it on Friday. It did not. Let's see if it wants to fill that gap. That's going to be a good price to buy. And on that note, Hang Seng Index, let me show you here. Also, you can see resistances everywhere. Okay, so wait for it to close above this white line. That's going to be bullish for Alibaba and all the Chinese stock. All right, guys, that's it for today. And if you like this video today, please hit the like button. Hopefully, this was very educational for you, this cycle chart, and please share with your friends and family. And I wish you all the best. Oh, by the way, there is a YouTube link in my profile. You can subscribe, and I share daily buy sell zones. Like these zones. Actually, why don't we just quickly take a look before we end as a bonus, whoever is staying till the end. Okay, so let's quickly look at these zones. MNQ is in the sell area, S&P 500 sell area, Dow Jones came to buy area and bounce on Friday, Russell 2000 in the sell area, crude oil between neutral line and sell line, CNQ in the neutral zones, Tesla is in near sell zone, gold near buy zone, silver came to the buy zone, near buy zone. Natural gas is near buy zone. NG futures also near buy zone. Dollar in the neutral line. Bitcoin near sell zone. Ethereum between neutral zone and sell zone. And Apple in the neutral zone. And Hang Seng Index is just in the buy zone, all right, right in the buy zone. Let's quickly look at commodities. Copper, it was here between below third standard deviation. That was a good buy here and bouncing now. Soya beans between neutral zone and buy zone. Sugar in a near neutral zone. Wheat near neutral zone. Corn in the buy zone. Okay. All right, guys. Hopefully you all liked it and this extra update and the end. So please hit the like button, and I share these support and sell zones with my subscribers a couple of hours every day. Join my channel. There's also a Discord link in the description on my profile. All right. Have a good one. Bye.